So earlier today, I was doing LFG for Vaults of Glass, just trying to get my red borders, trying to get through the raid, deal with LFGs. And usually the worst thing you have to deal with is players who either don't know how to do it or aren't willing to help. Now, I'm going to show you a clip and you guys have to guess, what do you think happened?
What the heck?
What the hell? I
Who's
thought there
cheating?
were three of them.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
Who's cheating?
What?
What the hell just
Who's
happened?
cheating?
Dude,
Who's cheating?
fucking died.
I've never had that happen
What?
before. Who is cheating right now?
Is someone cheating?
Why somebody one-shot the boss?
He wasn't even vulnerable.
I didn't see anybody do anything.
It's this guy talking right now.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah, it's gotta
probably
be.
is.
It's gotta
Bro,
be, bro.
okay,
It's
Why would I
gotta
Yeah.
be.
There is,
cheating?
bruh. Who is?
So I need to make the effort and report everybody because somebody was cheating. Atheon doesn't just die while he's still immune. So what do I do next? I go to a raid report. Now, what is raidreport.com? It is a place where you can go and see all your raid clears or somebody else's raid clears, see how many they've done. And they even have a second site called Dungeon Report that also shows dungeon clears and all that jazz. So as you can see on screen, I came to raidreport.com. Now I'm on mine, right? And I've gone to the one where the clip takes place. And now we're going to go through and see if we can find maybe who was the cheater. So we're going to start out with, we're just going to call him Nad. Now, Nad doesn't seem like he would be the one cheating. He is the one trying to figure out at the end who was cheating, and he also was the one inside shooting the oracles. And it would be pretty hard to cheat and actively shoot at the oracles. At least I think so. But as we go through all his stats seem pretty normal. Like, he's got some pretty nice stats and he plays a lot. So there's nothing to suspect that he's cheating. Just a few things that I do want to point out with his account is, I mean, we have the one that he did here, and then we have one where he does Crota Zen. So obviously he knows two of the guys that were in our group. So that automatically vouches for at least two of them, unless they're all in league. But it seems kind of risky to go and cheat in raids with LFGs because you don't know who you're going to get. Now I'm just kind of searching around to see maybe if I can find them also in a group again at a more recent time. Now we see this guy, Brass, and this is from 13 weeks ago, and he also did Last Wish with Nad, so seems to vouch for him just a little bit. And I mean, this guy has put a lot of time into his account. I highly doubt that he's just trying to cheat in PvE raids. It just doesn't seem logical. And we see Brass again. Now we only see War in one other raid with him, but he honestly seemed genuinely surprised. And I feel like if you were doing the raid earlier with the guy and that didn't happen, that it's highly unlikely that he did it in that one. I just find it hard to believe. So that knocks 3 players, technically 4, because I'm obviously not cheating. And if I was cheating, I wouldn't be making this video. So that leaves 2 guys left to investigate. Now, we're going to investigate this redacted guy. Oh, whoa. You guys see something fishy about his account so far? This guy has not played very much. Oh, man. And he immediately knows how to solo Last Wish. He did Garden, and this is a fresh. So he did this right before he came and did this Vault of Glass with us. And then yesterday, he did King's Fall, a 13-minute King Fall on a normal fresh account. Like, they did the whole raid in 13 minutes, and he somehow got 500 kills, while the rest of his team got, like, no kills. Right? When it says fresh here, that means that's the checkpoint that they started at, which was the beginning of the raid. Oh, this is a fresh account, and he's done duos. This is a master checkpoint of Crota Zen. Does a master checkpoint of Crota Zen last for 1 minute? I guess there's a strat where you could finish him and he launches off the map. But on master, that seems pretty difficult. I don't know. It's just kind of suspicious. Like, this is a brand new account and he's doing a master Crota Zen raid He's duoing a master checkpoint of Salvation's Edge in a really short time. Like, I know you can low man the witness, and especially if you cheese him, you can immediately get to damage phase, but is it really that easy to kill the witness with only 2 to 3 people? I don't know. His stats just don't seem to line up. And I want to show you guys something interesting. So we come to his dungeon report, which is to show his dungeon clears and whatnot. And this guy has solo flawless, the ultimatum mode, in under 4 minutes. Dang, that's crazy. That's a checkpoint. But I know from experience, odds are it takes you longer than 2 minutes to get the damage on the boss that goes to the deep. Especially solo, because these guys left, which I wonder why that they left. Oh, who's this? Undo paper. Now this is a fresh go, right? This one takes 5 minutes. That's crazy. And they did it flawless. Oh, this one takes 4 minutes. This undo paper guy was also in our Vault of Glass raid. So it seems to me that maybe he was using him to complete some ultimatum modes. But the stats are just very fishy. You take 10 minutes to do a duo, fresh, flawless, goes to the deep ultimatum, and this guy gets 136 kills and this guy gets 1. Well, that's pretty sus. And you keep going back. Oh, 230 kills and 27 kills in 20 minutes. And then he has this one. This is a checkpoint. I don't know. Everything seems to be lining up in a little bit of a fishy way that does not seem legit. Now, I could be wrong, and Raid Report could be wrong. But for me, Raid Report has been pretty accurate, at least with my stats and other people's stats that I pulled up. So if we go back to the Vault of Glass thing. So who's the other person we need to check out? Undo paper. But nothing seems super fishy. Like, he seems relatively legit. At least his stats would indicate that. But the fact that he went and played with the guy afterwards and his stats became a little bit muddled after playing with him, he might not be the one cheating, but he might be using somebody else who's cheating. But I don't know for sure. And again, do not go and attack these guys or do anything like that. This is just an observation. I'm trying to get to the bottom of who was maybe cheating in our lobbies. And last but not least, we can go and check mine. Right? I don't have anything crazy. This one's 4 minutes and 37 seconds, but this is an Atheon checkpoint and we one-phased the boss. It's not that hard to do, but nobody's stats looks out of the ordinary. The boss died in a normal, at least a semi-normal fashion. Like, it wasn't anything that was crazy, right? There's nothing really crazy about my stats, like nothing that would give anything away. And I mean, I don't try and low mans and I don't do that kind of stuff. Sometimes I do like, you know, checkpoints. Like this one's 13 minutes and 17 seconds. But if you go to Dungeon Report on mine, even that's not really crazy. I don't have a solo flawless of Ghost of the Deep ultimatum mode. And none of my times are even close. Oh, shoot, you did a fresh. See, this one says checkpoint. This one says checkpoint. This one says fresh, but we did not complete it because I had to go to work. This one says checkpoint. Like, the stats seem correct across the board. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, well, I think that the redacted guy was the one who was cheating, and that maybe the undo paper guy knew about it and used it. But this guy is definitely a cheater. And when I went onto his Bungie account and saw his clan thing, he plays with a lot of people who have very similar stats to him. So I reported his entire clan, and it kind of seems that their whole clan might be cheating, but I don't know for sure. That's why I wanted to get this out, so that maybe some people might help me work through this or understand it, or tell me that Dungeon Report is wrong or Raid Report is wrong, even when it seems to be accurate. Because I can check other people's stats, like popular people or people who have done Worlds First and all those things, and their stats seem to be relatively correct. There's no fishy stats about it. So what are your thoughts? Leave them down below, and I will see you guys later.
What the heck?
What the hell?
Who's cheating? Who's cheating? Who's cheating?